Hello. Hi, hey, what's up, friends? We're back. We're recharged. We're feeling better. Well, we weren't feeling bad, really. We were just, hey, we streamed 7 days in a row. Maybe we should slow down a little bit, but we're back. We got another few days. We got another few days in the tank. So we're gonna be doing, look at this. Check it out. Look at that. Somebody just mashing the keyboard. How's it going? Nami. Oh, look, so many friends. Let's give a shout out to our good pal, Twin Tail Nami. As a big thanks for the big ol' raid. Thanks so much, friend. Thanks so much. And is that my good pal, Husa? Is that my good pal, Husa here as well? Is that my good pal, Husa? How's it going, Husa? Is that also my good pal, Nox Noel? Because Noel's gonna get a shout out too. Look at that. Look at that. Everybody follow. So many friends. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're doing well. I was saying we took ourselves a couple days off. Well, which was actually 1 day. We took ourselves 1 day off to recharge, but we're back. We're back. The last time we were here, hanging out at the Corpse Factory with all of our corpse-loving friends, we got ourselves some new allies. We got ourselves a van. We carted a corpse up to a very fine young lady, and she offed herself. That's probably fine. But we are now essentially caught up with where the prologue began, and the ensuing 3 weeks have been rather busy for our good pal Noriko. She's been going through a lot, making some changes, making some friends. And we're gonna see where all this leads, because now it's just like, well, it's the present now. What the hell is this girl gonna do now that she's got all the resources to start realizing her ambitions, whatever those may be? So let's go ahead and get on back in here. We are wasting no more time, but I hope y'all are doing just peachy this fine evening. Hope you're ready for some nice, chill Corpse Factory action, because that's what we're going to be doing for the next good bit. A quiet morning at the library is just what I need to escape from the chaotic whirlwind that I've been trapped in for the last few days or weeks. It's been a very busy last few weeks. Hey Cappy! Hey Cappy! Look, it's my good friend. It's my good friend Flatcap. She gets a shout out too. Boom. Hope you're doing well. Saw you were saying on Twitter you called off your stream. You weren't feeling so great. But happy that you stopped by anyway. All right. We just got started, so you've not missed anything, Cappy. We just got started. The place is silent as usual, and there aren't many people around. I managed to find a seat in my favorite reading nook, and I leave my belongings in a chair to save my spot while I browse for a book to read. I can't bring myself to continue reading Strange Flower right now. Reading a book about corpses while trying to take a moment away from my own life is just not gonna work. I scan the bookshelves and look for something light to read. Am I in the mood for a comedy? Probably not. A fantasy adventure? Maybe, though that's never really been my thing. Biographies are out of the question, so are history books. I can pretty much dismiss any nonfiction straight away. I'm just not in the mood. So what should I read? I thumbed through a couple trashy romance light novels. The covers look appealing, and attractive characters smiling and holding each other and falling in love. But the content within each one is utter crap. A housewife looks for love after her husband vanishes. A vampire lord seeks his vampire queen. A college student falls in love with his professor only to find she's his long-lost sister. It's all drivel. I could write better stories than these, but maybe everyone thinks that way. Is she losing interest in that stuff, or does she need real stuff now? Yeah, like this just doesn't do it for me anymore. Just reading about it? Nah, that ain't gonna get me there. Defeated, I put all the books back on the shelf and return to the chair I saved. I take a seat and simply browse through my noise feed on the phone. A few photos from acquaintances, comments on the weather, a short essay on human rights, even a poem written in poor broken English. Trash, all of it. I used to love this inside look at other people's lives. I lived for it. I thrived on it. I used to be aroused at the smallest glimpse inside someone else's life. I couldn't go more than a few hours without browsing noise. But now, something is different. Something inside me has changed. You've not missed anything. Nah, we're just hanging out in the library. We think Noriko she can't read about dead bodies anymore and get there. She needs the real deal. How's it going, Elfino? Hope you're doing well this evening. I want to say that I've recently become cynical, jaded, but that wouldn't be accurate. I've been this way as long as I can remember. The appeal of voyeurism just isn't there anymore. My growing ability to manipulate the lives and deaths of other people has ruined any pleasure I once gleaned from simply spying on them. I'm surprised Noriko could call it an essay on human rights trash. Yeah, she's not, she doesn't have a very good track record of respecting human rights, it doesn't seem. No. I need more people to die. Maybe then I'll find satisfaction, ecstasy, release. I lean back in the chair and fold my arms across my chest. My foot taps against the carpeted floor impatiently. I won't find comfort in this library. I won't find relaxation. I'll only find whatever elusive feeling I'm feeling for once Corpse Girl's work is complete. I can't rest yet. Not now that things are beginning to escalate. I could be orchestrating the deaths of 3 people right now. The 2 women who had their deaths requested on the same night as Emmy and my very own sister Yuriko. People are counting on me. People are counting on Corpse Girl to deliver her judgment. I hoist the strap of my handbag over my shoulder and stand up. It's time for Corpse Girl to usher in a new era of human suffering. Well, there you go. Hello, Nert Many Lemons! How's it going, friend? Everybody. Go give a shot. Go give a follow to our good pal, Nert Many Lemons. What's he playing here? What's this clip of? I don't know what that is off the top of my head. How's it going, Nert? Hope you're doing well. Don't want them to get caught either. Yeah. That's the letter. Right. So it's time for Corpse Girl to usher in a new era of suffering. Getting the shit scared out of you. Always good. Always good. It's Monday. What are we doing? Got a case of the Mondays?
A bizarre string of similar deaths in Tokyo over the weekend have left police and detectives completely baffled. We have Chief Detective Fujikawa at the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department in the studio today to discuss the events. According to eyewitness reports, a young woman plummeted to her death from an apartment building on Saturday morning.
Yep, that's the detective. Also Dude Man's dad.
2 other women suffered a similar fate in different locations late on Sunday night.
Okay, she got the other 2.
Police have not yet released information on the identities of the young women. Would you care to share your thoughts, Detective Fujikawa?
We cannot rule out the possibility of homicide in these cases. Police recovered additional bodies at the site of each death. In each instance, a look-alike corpse matching the appearance of the victim was found.
They just leaving the corpses there too. Fantastic. That's good.
This cannot be mere coincidence. I believe that a single perpetrator is behind the deaths of all 3 women.
Yeah, we went ahead and just did them overnight from the sounds of it. She didn't do them immediately, but it sounds like she went ahead and took care of those.
Leaving a look-alike corpse at the scene of each crime seems to be some sort of psychotic calling card. It's clear that the death of each victim was premeditated. In cases like these, the perpetrator is often looking to be caught, even if only subconsciously.
Yeah, no way at all. Literally leaving look-alike corpses to murderers. We can't rule out homicide. Yeah, right? Not mere coincidence.
How and where they were obtained.
This guy's a very good detective.
We will bring the perpetrator to justice.
Shinya's dad got this all figured out, don't worry.
Police are urging citizens to be cautious in the coming weeks. If you see anyone behaving suspiciously, please call the following number.
Damn, this shit's really starting to blow up.
She's into it now.
Yeah, it's about time.
3 deaths in 1 weekend. Corpse Girl is on fire.
That bitch is lit!
She couldn't have done it without you. And Kojiro.
Oh, look at this. We're having a bonding moment. Look at us go.
So, thanks. I know those corpse deliveries yesterday were rather last minute.
No problem. Had nothing better to do anyway.
What are you gonna do on your Sunday? Like, you got nothing better to do? Nobody to go to the mall and hang out with? Let's just go deliver some corpses. That'll be fun.
I've still got 1 victim ready to conquer, but I'm not sure when to go through with it.
What's the issue?
It's someone I know.
So? Didn't bother you when we stuck it to that Emmy chick.
This is a little different. It's my sister.
Yo, hold up. You've got a sister?
Yo, you got a sister?
Yuriko. She's older than me.
Shit. And like, someone requested her death through Corpse Girl's website?
Shit! The savant of suicide induction.
Seems like it.
Girl's got a talent.
Jeez. What are the chances?
I'm wondering the same thing.
Well, think it over a bit longer. You might want to lay low for a while anyway. Sounds like Shinya's dad is all over this case.
Sorry? Shinya's dad?
That detective guy, Fujikawa.
What? He's Shinya's dad?
Yep, friggin' scary guy. Had an awkward dinner with him and Shinya a while back.
Oh, that had to be intense.
Wow. You know, I met him once before.
Holding out hope for Aoi. Yeah, same over here. Same over here. Like, Tomoe has spent the last few streams making a real good case for herself as being our little Pog champ.
You did?
He certainly was intimidating. But don't worry, we only met by chance. Had nothing to do with Corpse Girl.
I mean, yeah, I was screaming about wanting to murder people in the middle of the mall, which could, tangentially be related, but
Alright. As long as he doesn't know your identity, you should be fine. Still, what's your next move?
I'll think over what to do about my sister for a little longer. But as soon as more requests come through the website, I'm going to fulfill them. I don't have the luxury of time. I can't just lay low like you said.
Sheesh, when did you grow a pair?
I'm serious. I'm tired of lagging behind. Corpse Girl is on a winning streak now. It's up to me to keep it going.
Okay. Well, just let me know when you need me.
Thanks. I will.
Well, back to work or whatever.
Exactly. Remember, Corpse Girl's got ethics. It's like it doesn't matter who it is. I turn back to my computer after Tomoe leaves. 3 deaths in 1 weekend. Corpse Girl truly is at the top of her game. It was a bit of hard work, but in the end I managed to pull through, thanks to a bit of luck, of course. Yesterday, after returning home from the library, I had a sudden burst of inspiration. I ran a reverse image search on the photos of the 2 women that were submitted to Corpse Girl's website. It was pretty easy to locate their Noise profiles thanks to that. I was kind of shocked when I saw that they shared 2 mutual friends on Noise, Emi Katsuno and Yuri Kurosawa. A bit of digging through their profiles revealed their names to be Fuyumi Amano and Minami Sachiko. They both worked at the same store as Emi and my sister. It struck me then that all of those requests must be somehow related, but that didn't matter so much. Tracking down Amano's and Sachiko's addresses wasn't as difficult as I'd feared. I contacted Tomoe and she told me she was familiar with the store they worked at. She volunteered to head over there and see if she could access the employee records. Apparently, the whole job was so easy that she managed to walk in and out in 3 minutes flat. She said that none of the other staff batted an eye as she walked in, and she simply strode to the back room, rummaged through the filing cabinet, and snapped a photo of the employee's contact sheet. That's just that. Goddamn, Tomoe's got some boss bitch energy. Jesus. With that information at our disposal, nothing stood in our way of delivering look-alike corpses to their homes. A few hours shared between the morgue and the factory, and it was done. both Amano and Sachiko killed themselves within an hour of each other. So far, the kill rate for delivering a photo and then a corpse is 100%. I can only imagine the thoughts that must go through someone's mind when they are faced with their own corpse. The looming dread, hopelessness, and fear of inevitability have proven to be so overwhelming that suicide becomes the only viable option. Because of this development, I've finally ruled out the possibility of Corpse Girl's victims being murdered by some mysterious stranger. I only ever invented that theory due to the strange circumstances in which Ruri Hatano died. After all, she was hung from a scarecrow in an uncannily similar fashion to the corpse photo I invented for her. None of the other victims' deaths since then have made me truly suspect that another party could be involved. All of them have clearly been suicides, or, in the case of Eiichi Hanada, coincidental accidents. Yeah, looking like you belong is a super strong strategy to enter places. Exactly. Tomoe has played a lot of Metal Gear. Kotomi Iida's death was an outlier since she was likely killed out of self-defense. I'm about 90% certain that Corpse Girl's power lies in the ability to convince victims to end their own lives. There's no third-party murderer acting on her behalf. And I've begun to suspect that the power I hold is no esoteric arcane force. It's not some supernatural art. It's not witchcraft or sorcery or some holy power bestowed upon me from on high. The power Corpse Girl hold is simple determination, grit, resolve. My will to end lives is what drives me to craft convincing corpse photos and deliver look-alike cadavers. That in itself is enough to act as the knife twisting at a victim's side. It's enough to compel those weak of heart and weak of mind to end their lives. If that's all my power ends up being, I'm happy. I'm happy that I can be the instrument that delivers Corpse Girl's justice, regardless of whether it's through mundane or mysterious methods. Truly the American dream of corpses. Yeah, this game does not have any supernatural element. This is just all, like, playing a game and getting lucky, and then kind of just like preying on fears, preying on the way people will behave. And again, that's something I'm super stoked for, because with Hellgirl, Jigoku Shoujo, it was supernatural. So, you know, it was very easy to kind of explain how everything went down in that show. With this, you got to kind of play it a little different because you're playing with something a lot more grounded. And in a way, I think it's like a little more terrifying. As long as victims continue to drop like flies in the wake of Corpse Girl's ascension, I will remain content. And this is only the beginning. There are no new requests when I log into Corpse Girl's website this evening. I'm strangely okay with that. There's something I want to do before more requests come through anyway. Think Aui's gonna bring some magic? I'm gonna make some updates on the website, a few improvements that will considerably ease the workload placed upon Corpse Girl, Kojiro, and Tomoe. In the website admin settings, I add a couple of extra data fields on the front page. Instead of just asking for a photo and a phone number, the website now requires a victim's address to be provided. This will ensure we can successfully deliver a corpse for every request. In addition, the site now asks for the victim's name. I've always been hesitant about requesting this specific detail. I never wanted to know the names of the people Corpse Girl will kill. It creates familiarity, and I always used to worry that it would prevent me from going through with a request. But more than all of that, I feared that I would delve too deep into somebody's life. I feared that I would become too attached, too entrenched by standing on the outside looking in. Knowing someone's name would have allowed me to easily find victims online and go down the rabbit hole of spying on their private lives. My voyeuristic fetishes would have defeated me. I know myself, and I know that I would have become far too interested in a person to carry out their death. It's the same reason why I never reverse image searched a victim's photo before yesterday. We need names and addresses now. Saws. Now that things are escalating, now that Corpse Girl needs a victim's address to ensure a kill, I have to get past all that. I have to be strong for Corpse Girl. I'm somewhat relieved that the timing is suitable. After all, I haven't been as aroused as usual when stalking people online. I don't know if my libido is just slow or if I truly have become uninterested in such things. Either way, I believe I'm able to cope with the burden of extra knowledge. Learning victims' names, addresses, all of that. It's going to work in Corpse Girl's favor. And I'm surely strong enough I'm surely strong enough now to not give in to temptation and succumb to this and succumb to the psychophilia psychopophilia that has plagued my existence for years. That is a word that I have never said before in my life until now. After adding the victim's name and address fields to the website, I decide to add one final touch. There's a particular line of text that describes how the site works. I've always liked it. It says, your victim will receive a photo of their own corpse shortly before they die. It's concise, and it perfectly sums up the intention of the website. However, it needs to be updated to correctly apply Corpse Girl's new modus operandi. I changed the line ever so slightly, just enough to make a difference. Now it reads, your victim will receive their own corpse shortly before they die. Yeah, she mentioned that it can like make it go up and down, so it sounds like it's kind of like a back and forth kind of thing. Some people might think it doesn't make sense. They'll think that maybe it's a typo or written by someone not familiar with the language, but it is completely intentional. Now that I've made all the changes to the website, I click the Save button in the admin panel. Changes are reflected immediately in the front page of the site. Corpse Girl's new and improved request form is now online. With that done, I need to simply sit back and wait for some new requests to pour in, and it shouldn't take long once I put my next plan into action, because I've finally figured out how my sister can be of use to me after all these years. She's going to help me become famous. Yeah, I know what it is. I've never had to say that word out loud before. Yuriko Kurosawa's death will ensure that everybody in Japan knows the name Corpse Girl. What is our ingenious plan? Oh boy, this is gonna be some fun. For the first time in a while, my fingers scrape against the bottom of the cabinet drawer.
Shit.
I fumble around and grab the last remaining burner phone in the drawer. It's a fairly modern handset from around 3 years ago. These newer models never retain their battery charge for more than a month or so when they've been inactive. Thankfully, it uses a generic charger, so I quickly plug it into the kitchen outlet and wait for it to return to life. I glance back down at the open drawer, completely empty now. I'm going to need to restock my supply of burners if I'm going to continue Corpse Girl's work. I nervously bite my fingernails at the thought. Getting these phones isn't easy. It's free, yes, but not easy. And if I get busted trying to lift a stack of them, that might be very well the end of me. I'll have to obtain as many new phones as possible at some point today. Once Corpse Girl kills my sister, my website is going to explode with new requests. I need to be as prepared as possible. I decide to finish getting ready for work while the burner charges. As much as I'd like to simply skip out on the deal with my sister, I do need to pop into the office. Missing too many days is going to lead to getting fired, and that might compromise my mission. I take my medication, I apply my makeup, I pack my handbag. It's all so mundane, but it's all necessary. Each day is the same routine, and there's comfort to be found in that, especially for someone like me, but sometimes I remember the excitement of finding myself in new situations, even if those situations end up with me lying in a muck of the bathroom floor or against the stone-cold tiles of a morgue. How much is a burner phone? Well, she's able to get them for free somehow, apparently. If Better Call Saul taught me anything, it's that you can like there are people that'll sell you those things by the bulk. When I'm ready to leave the apartment, I snatch the burner phone up and check the battery. It's at around 40%. That should be plenty. I stash it in my handbag so it's ready for action when the time comes. I'm out the door at the same time as every other day. So what's the plan here? What are we doing? I find myself alone in the office well after the working day has ended. The entire floor is empty and silent. I shut down my computer and stretch my tense arms. I don't normally like staying back late, but sometimes it's necessary to get the work done. And when I say work, I am of course referring to Corpse Girl's tasks. When I'm absolutely certain that everybody's gone home, I get out of my chair and wander listlessly around the office. It's kind of nice having the place to myself. It's like my apartment, only bigger and colder and without the terrible odor of mold that permeates the walls. I notice that quite a few tend to leave their belongings at their desks. Nothing too valuable, the occasional coat, hat, or a pair of headphones. Should somebody of low moral character wish to steal them, there would be nothing stopping them. And we can certainly tell you right now, there is nobody in this office building right now, at all, that might be of suspicious moral character. Wonder if that figures in somehow? Maybe. I'm personally not interested in any of that. I walk to the side of the office floor and reach the seniors' cubicles. Even the seniors have important things laying around. It's a gift bag of a cake. There is a gift bag with a cake shop logo on the front, a company credit card, a few personal bank statements. But the contents of their desk drawers are where the real gold. Oh, she's just gonna yoink some phones! As I rifle through one drawer in particular, I find exactly what I'm looking for. It's an old Noise brand phone, a few models earlier than my own. It slips into my handbag right alongside the burner phone I brought from home. I close the desk drawer gently and traipse into the next cubicle. The top drawer here contains a flip phone, a familiar classic. It'll serve me well. Into the handbag it goes. She's just doing some shopping. It's no big deal. One of the main problems I have with this company, with any company in fact, is the wasteful attitude of management. Executives, seniors, and even some junior staff are provided with company phones. Basically, if you're expected to make calls on the job, the company will issue you a phone so that you don't have to use your own. However, with the rapid evolution of modern technology, phones often find themselves replaced or upgraded well before they cease functioning, and the management doesn't care about recycling or repurposing unused, obsolete phones. The devices simply drift into the bottom of drawers or storage cabinets, destined to become forgotten within moments. Am I really doing the wrong thing by taking these phones off the company's hands? It's not like I'm stealing personal property from employees. I'm only taking what the company is likely to write off as a business expense. And this is a multi-billion yen company. Are they really gonna miss the odd, outdated device? Yeah, never heard of VoIP. I justified this to myself long ago. I'm ensuring these phones are used for a bigger purpose, that there's nothing bigger than fulfilling Corpse Girl's ambitions. As I swipe the fourth and fifth phone, I hear a ding from the elevator across the office floor. Yeah, this actually happens. I've heard about this. So, this doesn't seem too out of the ordinary. Someone's here. I need to get away from the cubicles without being seen.
Is that you?
Oh, hey! I must have ducked down a second too late because the voice identified me correctly. I scuttled forward on my knees just a little bit so that I'm not so close to the cubicles. When I get up to my feet, I'm halfway between my senior employees area and the janitor's open plan desks.
Shinya?
Hey, how's it going? What are you doing here, friend? Shinya walks over to the elevator to greet me.
You're here awfully late. What were you doing over there? That is, if you don't mind me asking.
Oh. I lent my USB drive to one of the seniors earlier, and they didn't return it, so...
Oh. Did you find it?
Nope. Oh well. I'll ask about it tomorrow.
I could help you look if you like.
No,
Seriously?
Shinya, that's
Okay.
fine. We don't need to look.
Anyway.
It's fine. We got this under control.
What are you
It's just a
doing here?
USB drive, no big deal.
I left my wallet at my desk.
Oh, you silly
Can you believe
Billy.
it?
I can't believe this silly Billy right now.
Luckily, I remembered before I took Tomoe out for dinner.
That would have been egg on your face and not egg on her plate.
I would have appeared to be quite the buffoon if I'd been unable to pay for our meal.
Yeah, I suppose so. Hey, how are things anyway?
Things with Tomoe are great. We are truly in love.
Aww.
Well, okay, not exactly what I meant, but how are things here? I mean, what happened with Kotomi and...
that whole kerfuffle. Can you believe Miss Ida is dead now?
No, what? Miss Ida is dead? What?
Is it wrong of me to say that I'm happy she's dead?
Not at all. Who am I to throw stones?
Is that an awful thing to admit?
I gently shake my head, but I don't interrupt his train of thought.
So bizarre. Especially considering our relationship and how determined she was to end my career.
Wow, gosh, somebody was just real determined to end her life, huh? Huh, jeez. Huh, karma, right? It bothers me that Shinya is still referring to the conflict between himself and Kotomi as a relationship.
It would seem that she was the only one with animosity toward me. As such, the other executives said I'm welcome to work here as long as I like.
Fantastic. Everything always works out.
In fact, they were even generous enough to give me a small salary raise.
Well, gosh. Gosh.
Wow! That's great, Shinya. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you. It truly was a struggle there for a little while.
Before my brain can even register what I'm saying, the following words tumble out of my mouth.
Do you want to talk about it?
Noriko, I know that I haven't been as open with you as I should have been. Maybe talking about it will help me put the whole thing behind me.
I bite my tongue as I try to think of a way to back out of the situation.
You know, if you're uncomfortable talking to me, maybe Tomoe can help?
My objection is met with a smile. Looks like I'm in too deep
Tomoe
now.
means well. She really does. But whenever I bring up the subject, she becomes visibly angry. Many a death threat against Miss Ida has been made aloud.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't be all too surprised if Tomoe was the one who killed her. There certainly is a motive there.
No. It's probably fine.
So you don't know who killed Kotomi?
I don't even think the police know that much. Father showed me the photos of the crime scene.
Why would he do that?
Chances are that whoever did kill her was also killed in return.
That feels like something you shouldn't be doing if you're, a detective and just sharing that kind of information.
Though, as abusive as she
Cap,
was
what is your
toward me,
advice? What is your advice as a
I
law
don't think she was
student?
the type to instigate a mass murder. She was an angry person, yes, but that seemed to stem from a lack of fulfillment. That's what I assume, anyway. And I think that's the reason she made her advances on me.
That doesn't make it right. You feel like his dad is a bit crap at detectiving?
Shinya, I really am sorry. I'm so sorry that you had to go through such a traumatic experience.
I thought I was going to lose everything. My job, my relationship. Miss Ida threatened to steal it all away from me. Just so she could experience some form of power, some small manner of pleasure. Why do people do those things, Noriko?
Why indeed, I ask myself every day. Hi son, here's a photo of your dead abusive coworker, potential rapist. Shapes!
What joy is there even to be found in...
I take my time to consider my reply. I'm probably not the best person for him to be having this discussion with, but all things considered, it does seem to be helping him come to terms with things.
Shinya, what you went through with Kotomi, what she did to you, that's not what it's about. She never had the right to put you through that. I hope that one day, when you're comfortable and feeling healthy, I hope that you can make some good memories with Tomoe.
Yeah, good memories that aren't, deathy.
Yes. I hope so. Thank you, Noriko.
Don't mention it.
I don't know if my words were the right ones, but what right do I have to talk about? What right do I have to talk about what he went through? Don't know anyone who does bad things for a power trip or arousal. Yeah, like anybody would be getting off on my murder website. I can only hope that I managed to bring him some sort of comfort.
I better grab my wallet and get going. Don't want to keep Tomoe waiting.
No, she needs those eggs.
Say, would you like to join us, Noriko?
Let's do it. Let's go to dinner with the fine young
Are
couple.
you hungry at all?
Oh, I don't want to intrude on your romantic evening.
It's no trouble, really.
Maybe next time. I have some things I need to do tonight.
Some murdery things.
Okay, no problem. Well, see you later.
Shinya takes off towards his desk. I breathe a sigh of relief as I hoist my handbag up from the ground, feeling a reassuring weight of my newly acquired burner phones. I enter the elevator and give a polite wave to Shinya as the doors close.
Give me a call back when you leave the restaurant.
Oh. Are we doing secret ops now?
You want me to drive tonight?
It has to be tonight. We talked about this.
But
Please. Kojiro's on standby as well.
fine. Not like I've been dying to bring Shinya back to my place or nothing.
Yeah.
Don't push Shinya. Let him tell you when he's ready.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'll probably be out of the restaurant in an hour. That cool?
Yes. Thanks.
Bye!
Bye. Tomoe hangs up. I look down the street, my gaze aiming directly at the restaurant Tomoe is currently seated at with Shinya. I'll need to kill an hour around here, but what is there to do? I'm not exactly keen on the idea of window shopping. I don't even want to be here. But standing in one spot as dozens of people walk by is really nerve-wracking. Yeah, today is 6/9, by the way, everybody. Just so everybody knows. But if you're in Europe, it's 9/6. I would go visit Aoi at the maid cafe, but then I'd have to pay for a table charge to enter, and it'd probably be pretty weird to be served by girls in maid costumes. Not really my thing. Yeah, I'll send... Yeah, there you go. Send time a photo. As I glance around, I noticed a 24-hour manga cafe at the end of the street. That would actually be perfect. I could rent a single space for a few hundred yen and read a book until it's time to go. No one there will bother me. In fact, the only person I'd need to speak to is the attendant at the counter. With my mind made up, I hurry along to the manga cafe.
Pretty late.
Go to the manga cafe and try to figure out Bleach. There you go.
Come on, you're a night owl. What are you complaining about?
Just making chit-chat.
Well, instead of talking, how about you hold that flashlight still? I can't see what I'm doing with you waving it around.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm nearly done anyway. Fucking Yuriko. This wouldn't be so difficult if she didn't have different haircuts in every single photo on her profile. I'm just going to have to estimate the length of her hair for now.
The corpse on the table in front of me looks like an uncanny clone of my sister. I snip away a little more hair from her fringe and then put the scissors
You must be
aside.
close.
The opposite.
Makeup's done!
Thanks. Looks good.
Tomoe beams as she puts the cap back on the lipstick in her hand.
Think we're done. Can you zip up the bag? I really need to wash my hands.
Yeah, Lab Coat Noriko is fantastic. I'm already here for it. I love it.
You got it, boss.
I step away from the corpse and plunge my hands into the ice-cold bucket of water on the factory floor. I have to admit that we've become pretty good at this whole thing. In just a week or so, we've managed to refine our art and synchronize our duties.
Load her in the van. I'm going to send the corpse photo now.
You sure about this? You think she's gonna be awake this time of night?
I'm positive. This is the best time to do it.
It ticks a fetish box, right? According to her noise feed, Yoriko Kurosawa is currently attending a massive party. I'm sure the venue will be packed to the brim with her scumbag friends. She's been posting about it for days. It wasn't hard for me to find out all the information I needed since whoever organized the party posted it as a public event. Yuriko is about to receive a photo of her own corpse, and in less than an hour's time, she's going to receive a carbon copy of her corpse in a body bag in front of at least 100 people! Oh my god, this is a move! Holy shit, this is a big ol' balls move! The mass panic that will break out is sure to be hilarious. I don't want to miss it, and I don't want to miss my sister's final moments. We're going worldwide, baby! Maybe she'll kill herself in front of her closest friends. Or maybe the terror will slowly eat at her and she'll go home first before deciding that she just can't take it anymore. I'm happy with either result. She's finally going to get what she deserves. I hate her so much. She's a low-life degenerate, a delinquent, the utter scum of the earth. And she never calls me! The bitch! I doubt she remembers I even exist. You think this is gonna fizzle? I snap out of my thoughts and look at the phone that I've been subconsciously holding in my feeble grip. It's the burner I picked up from home earlier this morning. Yuriko's corpse photo is glowing on the screen, ready to be launched into the network. Oh, we're doing it! I hit send!
Okay.
Do you think she's the type to write back too? Do you think that this is gonna complicate things? Like if she actually writes back to fight back or to beg? Kojiro nods and hauls a zipped-up body bag onto his shoulder. The weight of the cadaver inside causes him to stumble a bit, but he regains his balance and shuffles toward the factory entrance. I examine the body bag as Kojiro carries it. It's the same white HRP that we picked up for the morgue, but I've made a rather nice adjustment to it. Big bold letters are scrawled along the sides with purple and black permanent marker. It says, "With love from Corpse Girl." Oh, we're putting some fucking shine on this shit now. We are showing some showmanship. Oh, man. This girl looking to make quite the debut. Holy shit. I'm gonna turn on my air conditioner so you will probably hear that in the background now. It is actually a bit harder in here than I thought it might be. Underneath the massive letters, a small script is Corpse Girl's website address. She's literally, yo man, here you go. Just putting a URL on there for you. A scribble of a cute anime girl decorates the other side of the bag. It's the very same character that dances animatedly on Corpse Girl's website. Tomoe told me this was a bold move. Kojiro didn't seem to care. Yuriko Kurosawa is about to be publicly executed. Tonight is the night that Corpse Girl becomes known to the world. QR code on the body bag. We need to get this whole thing up. We got a hashtag for Twitter, just in case. Yeah, here we go. Once Tool starts playing, you know that's when the things are about to get real. This is the quietest house party I've ever witnessed. I only managed to catch a glimpse of it before Kojiro shields my eyes with his ice-cold hand. I want to object to him censoring my vision, but the smell of blood causes me to slump against his shoulder, and I resort to whimpering quietly as he places me gently on the ground. What? The vision of the house party from hell is still vivid behind my closed eyelids. It's not like I've been to many house parties in my life. In fact, when I really think about it, I didn't think I've ever been to a single one before this moment. But I've seen them on television. I've seen them in movies. They're always loud, music is blasting, people are dancing, drinking, making out. The scene I witnessed doesn't look like any of that. I'm pretty sure dead bodies don't line the floor at a regular What the fuck? I'm pretty sure trails of blood aren't on the guest list. This party's weird. This party's really weird, you guys. Gosh darn. What the literal hell is going on? The walls are slashed. There's broken glass everywhere. Specks of blood are dotted across the furniture. Someone in the next room is sobbing quietly. Someone above, perhaps inside the ceiling, is groaning. Kojiro is sitting next to me now. I can imagine a bored expression hovering over his features. We sent the photo. Did she fucking snap? Like, is that what happened? Did we just like send the photo and she just fucking snapped? Kojiro is sitting next to me now. I can imagine a bored expression hovering over his features. He still has a hand over my eyes. He taps the fingers on the other hand against the body bag beside him. His digits strum out a rhythmic beat upon Yuriko Kurosawa's clone, still zipped up and sealed inside her temporary coffin. I think Tomoe is still in the van. She said something about not wanting to get messed up. I never planned on entering this party, but Kojiro dragged the body inside, and then returned shortly after and told me I should come take a look. That's a good point. So here I am, blinded by Kojiro's misguided attempt to protect me from the carnage I willingly unleashed. I asked him if he killed all the people here. He said no. I suppose I believe him. I managed to squint through a gap in Kojiro's fingers momentarily. The blurred shapes of 4 or 5 bodies are on the floor in front of us. There's a stray arm lying limply on a chair that's currently unaccounted for. Kojiro presses down firmly against my face and my vision darkens once more. I hear his voice and imagine his calm demeanor in my mind.
Thoughts?
Don't know.
I haven't managed to sort my head out just yet.
Sister's over there. Well, a corpse that looks like her. at any rate.
Well, okay. She's already dead. What the fuck?
Give me a second.
What is going on?
Okay.
Kojiro releases his grip from my face. I stand, I tiptoe forward, stumbling thanks to my still blurry eyes. I can make out the shape of a sofa close to the wall and I approach it carefully. What the fuck happened? What in the world? Yuriko's kind of cute. Was. The empty gap between the sofa and the wall is a 3-foot wide space. I'm not sure why the owner of this house doesn't keep the sofa directly against the wall. The empty space here seems kind of useless. Maybe if the sofa is still in the way against the wall, it becomes too far from the TV. That's a possibility. I would personally get a bigger TV so that the sofa can be kept comfortably flush with the wall. The gap here really annoys me. It's making me irritated. Gosh, this interior decorating is just absolutely driving me insane right now. I want to push the sofa back myself, but I know I don't have the strength. It's a massive thing, bigger than I am, and maybe even bigger than Corpse Girl. Even if I was strong enough to move it, there's still the issue of my sister lying there between the sofa and the wall. Yeah, the feng shui is all off. She's in the way. I'd have to move her first, and the thought of touching her is absolutely disgusting. Even when she was alive, I never wanted to touch her. She's a foul excuse for a human being.
Hey, Yuriko. Long time no see.
She doesn't respond. The bitch.
You don't look so hot. Guess I'm prettier now, huh?
Ah, damn.
Why do you never call me?
Well, I mean, probably got to do with being dead now. It's a pretty good excuse for not calling now, going forward.
Whatever. I wouldn't answer the phone anyway.
She doesn't say anything. The sound of someone grunting behind me doesn't interrupt my concentration. I assume that it's just Kojiro clearing his throat.
Have you seen Mother lately?
Yeah, call her a skank!
I haven't heard from her in a while. I'm sure she's fine. Are you still on parole? I heard you were working at a clothing store. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm working for Temujin at the moment.
Yuriko, no. Oh dear.
It's okay. There are worse jobs, I'm sure. How did you get that cut across your throat?
How did you get that cut across your throat?
Does it hurt?
Probably not. Not at this point, I don't think. I reach forward and slip my fingers into Yuriko's gashed throat. When I remove them, I frown at the red blood dripping down into the grabs between my knuckles.
That's disgusting. Remember when you bandaged me up after I busted my knee? You said Mother would be mad if she found out that you hurt me. So you tried your best to fix me up before she got home. She found out, though. I think she's going to find out about this, too. There's no way you can keep this from her, Yu.
Gosh, like, how are you gonna keep that? Like, Mom, I don't know how to hide this slit in my throat. I don't know how I'm gonna hide that. Time to leave physical evidence at the crime scene. I am your very smart corpse girl. Yuriko smiles gently. I wipe the blood onto my skirt.
Oh, him? That's Kojiro. He's a friend. No, there's nothing between us.
I hear the grunt from behind me once more.
No. You're actually nicer than I remember. Why couldn't you ever be this nice when we were kids? If you'd been this nice to me, then maybe I wouldn't have spent my entire teenage life wishing you would drop dead. Oh, I guess my wishes came true after all.
Little deferred, but, you know, the job got done. Yuriko laughs along with me. It doesn't sound like a laugh I remember. It's more like a gurgle. Like that she has something caught in her throat. He wants to take you out for Italian. A trickle of blood pours from between her lips and she coughs.
Do you need a tissue?
$5 footlong.
Here.
I unzip my handbag and retrieve a tissue and then hand it to Yuriko. She tilts her head and sprays the rest of the blood from her mouth.
You, Noriko. Okay. I gotta go. Say hi to Father for me, okay?
I leave Yuriko behind. Okay. What are we what happened? What the fuck happened here? After making my way out of the cursed house, I find Kojiro waiting by the van. Tomoe has shut herself inside and rolled up all the
we're done
windows.
here.
I am
Okay, leave this here.
He lazily indicates a body bag on the ground.
I guess so. We didn't need it after all.
Guess not.
Kojiro slaps his broad hands across his trousers, dusting them off. He cocks his neck to the side and stretches his limbs. I make an attempt to reach for the van's door, but Kojiro stops
Not
me.
curious about what happened?
I am! All of Chad is!
Only a little. She's dead, though. Or dying. That's all that matters. Oh, actually, give me 1 second.
I quickly dart back inside the house. Oh boy, what are you gonna do? What's going on? Hey! I weave across the room and duck behind the sofa once more. Yuriko is silent and unmoving. I do my best to push her body to the side with my skeletal arms. She budges an inch or two and I find what I'm looking for. Her phone buried between her ass and the carpet. I turn on the screen and find there's no fingerprint or passcode lock. The photo of Yuriko's corpse, the very same photo I sent to her earlier, is still on the
I guess
screen.
she did receive the photo then.
Did she just go completely insane and murder everybody here?
Maybe that's all it took this time. She must have been pretty freaked if she killed all the people here. This is like the Kotomi Ida situation all over again.
My voyeuristic tendencies flare up and I decide to look through the rest of her photos. I swipe across the screen and just once and nearly jump out of my skin. Yuriko received a photo right before she received the one I sent. It was sent 10 minutes before my photo. What? What? It's another image of a corpse. Another photo depicting her death, but it's completely different than the one I crafted.
What the fuck?
Someone else sent Yuriko Kurosawa a photo of her own corpse only 10 minutes before I did. Yuriko received a corpse photo from somebody else. What is going on? I examined the photo in detail. It's well made, just like my own work. If I didn't know any better, it'd be easy to assume that I made this. But what stands out the most is the writing at the bottom of the image. It simply says, "Stab Shuji at the party." Stab Shuji at the party. Who the hell is Shuji? Is he here? Is he one of the dead bodies scattered around this accursed house? I quickly discard the thoughts of Shuji. A more important question has come to my attention. Is someone else crafting corpse photos and sending them to people? Does Corpse Girl have a copycat, an imitator? But why target Yuriko? Why target somebody whose death was requested through Corpse Girl's website? I can't process the thought right now. It's already past midnight and I'm utterly exhausted. I shove Yuriko's phone into my handbag and get the hell out of the house. Aoi was the first damn name to pop into my mind right now. Who else is playing around with this shit? Like, who else knows about this shit? But like, what is going on? Today is not a suitable day to go to the office, I would say. Today is not a suitable day to wake up and shower. Today is not a suitable day to force those tiny pills down my throat. Today is a day to lay in bed and rest my face on a pillow caked with yesterday's makeup. I don't know what the time is. I don't really care. My phone has buzzed several times, but I simply don't have the energy to reach over and look at it. I want to just stay here and be warm and comfortable and not think about anything. Maybe it's me! I've been Corpse Girl all along. Maybe I'm Noriko and this is just my diary. I want a bad bitch. I want a crazy bitch. I don't want to think about the house party last night, but I keep thinking about it. I don't want to think about finding Yuriko's body in that irritating, useless space between the sofa and the wall. I don't want to think about my sister's final words to me, those bitter syllables that she used all of her remaining strength to force between her blood-soaked lips. I don't want to think about the fact that I'd probably have said the same thing to her if I was in her position. I don't want to think about the possibility that someone else was responsible for Yuriko's death. It was supposed to be Corpse Girl. Me! I was supposed to be responsible for my sister's death. Somebody else caused her death. How dare they steal that from me? How dare they? A copycat. A nobody. The more I don't think about it, the more I find myself thinking about it. Think. Why would somebody copy Corpse Girl's methods? How would somebody copy Corpse Girl's methods? Corpse Girl is mine. Mine. Corpse Girl belongs to me. I'm not infamous enough yet to have an imposter. Surely I'd be kidding myself with the delusions of grandeur to think that I've earned an imitator. But the fact remains that somebody sent Yuriko a corpse photo. A corpse photo that was meticulously edited and just as convincing as anything I could make. And those instructions. Stab Shuji at the party. Stab Shuji. Did Yuriko do it? Did she pull a knife and slit Shuji's throat? What about the other people at the party? Lying cold on the floor. Did she kill them as well? Did Yuriko imitate Kotomi Iida's final moments and cut down a swath of people all in an effort to spare her own life? Tomoe Tomoe backstabbing us or trying to claim this victory for her own? Not out of the question. I mean, what would really be stopping Kojiro and Tomoe from like just swiping all of this away? They know that Noriko is like fragile and just like people would just think she's crazy. So, And then, who turned the knife on Yuriko? Someone acting in self-defense? Did she kill them too? There are too many questions and not nearly enough answers to satisfy my hungry mind. In an effort to find a silver lining in this whole situation, I think about how Kojiro left the body bag at the party. Hopefully the police will discover the corpse and link Corpse Girl to the murder scene. Her name and website are written all over the HRP after all. Everything might work out. As long as Corpse Girl claims credit for the deaths, my popularity still has a chance of skyrocketing. My website will be inundated with new requests from people begging for me or Corpse Girl to kill them on their behalf. Yes, last night's slaughter may actually be the best thing that could have happened. I'll happily steal the credit to propel Corpse Girl's name into the stars. I roll over and bite my pillow until it's soaked through with saliva and blood, and I scream until my lungs give out. I left the dead body and my website on it. I hope they connect it to me. The house party from hell is all over the news. It's being live streamed. It's all over noise. It's all anyone is talking about. I didn't expect anything less. A dozen or so people dead, a corpse in a body bag, a cryptic message with love from Corpse Girl. The police are trying desperately to put all the pieces together. That detective, Shinya's father, has his face plastered all over every news outlet. He says the whole event is linked to the previous string of murders, the ones with corpses decorated to look like the victims.
Of course it's linked, you utter dipshit.
Yeah, like, this is something you'd kind of like, and you couldn't even hide behind this with something like domains by proxy, because domains by proxy and other registrars would just, they would just give that information up if the authorities asked for it.
It's all Corpse Girl's doing. It says so on the fucking body bag.
Except, this wasn't Corpse Girl's doing, but the more I lie to myself, the better I feel. The only one who knows that a copycat was responsible for their deaths. I'm the only one that has seen the photo with the instructions to kill Shuji. I've still got Yuriko's phone, the all-important piece of evidence that will surely serve me better than the police. According to various threads on Noise Channel, the police tried to redact the image of the body bag with Corpse Girl's website written on it, but once something is on the internet, it's pretty much impossible to remove it. The fact that the police wanted it deleted only served to increase the speed in which the image spread. 1,000 posts around the web are all asking the same thing. Who is Corpse Girl? Apparently, a lot of people are too scared to visit the website. They fear it might incriminate them, like the police are all ready to knock down the door of anyone who visits the site. Yeah, right. But that reluctance, that hesitance, hasn't conquered the hearts of the truly curious. Corpse Girl's website has received over 100,000 visitors today. Over 1,000 visitors today. The overwhelming majority of IP addresses accessing the website are based in Tokyo. Even though the murders are all known all over Japan, the news outlets in Tokyo are really having a field day with it. I expected most of the web traffic to be local, but it's still nice to see some visitors from elsewhere. Osaka, Kyoto, Sapporo, Fukuoka. Hell, there are even 2 hits from the USA. We did it, guys! We're in! Alright, me and who else? Corpse Girl is finally becoming well known. However, despite the influx of web traffic, not a single request has been made. I pout in annoyance as I stare at my laptop screen. The request inbox shows no unread messages. It's almost too difficult to believe. I wonder if the changes I made to the site's front page have deterred people from using it. I'm asking for a lot more information now. A victim's name and address are now necessary to submit a request. I'm about to shut down my laptop in annoyance when a little detail grabs my attention. The last message in the request inbox. It's stamped with the time and date. Today, 5:45 p.m., about 15 minutes ago. The request can't have come through this evening. It's been marked as read, which means I've already opened it. Oh. Well, when you make /admin the administration panel for your fucking website, it stands to reason that somebody else is going to find it and take care of your shit. Curious, I clicked the message. The photo that downloads is of somebody I have never seen before, an unremarkable man, but someone that I would instantly recognize if I had previously opened the request. I returned to the inbox and examined the times and dates of each message in closer detail. Every message is marked as read, so I assumed all of these were requests from previous days, but it would seem that I was wrong. The messages are all from today. It's an entire page full of requests that have been made just since this morning. 25 in total. Yeah, exactly. Who could have possibly cracked it? Holy shit. Why are they all marked as red? I haven't even seen these. I madly open all of them. The photos of victims quickly download in succession and I skim through them. Not a single familiar face. What's going on? As I'm making my way through each message, a brand new request pops up at the top of the screen. I'm about to click it when it suddenly turns gray. The tiny little closed envelope icon next to it is transformed into an open envelope right before my eyes. I'm struck with a single terrifying thought. Somebody is reading these requests before me. Somebody somehow has gained access. Somehow they got through my fucking absolutely perfect Fort Knox security. Somebody somehow has gained access to Corpse Girl's request inbox, and they're reading every single new request before I do. Somebody else has access to these requests. I can't believe it. I'm so shocked that I don't know what to do. I stare blankly at the screen, my mouth hanging open in disbelief. Has somebody hacked into my site? In a desperate bid to retain my composure and a measure of control, I hunch over the laptop and begin tapping at the keyboard. I access the site's security settings under the check most recent visitors. All of the traffic is only accessing the front page of the website, as it should be, but one other user has accessed the site's admin panel directly. The security settings show that 2 people are currently logged into the admin panel, myself and some stranger. I look up the IP address of the visitor and find that it's based in Tokyo. Perhaps someone who saw the news reports about Corpse Girl decided to try hacking into my website. I cannot abide by by a blasphemous transgression like this. How dare they set foot upon my holy soil? I'm burning with rage as I click into the site's advanced security settings.
I'll change my password. I'll ban the hacker's IP address. I'll kill them!
There you go.
I'll kill them for defiling Corpse Girl's website! You heard me.
Yeah, so?
Can't you track them down? Don't you have, like, connections?
Me? Already hooked you up with cadavers. Don't know what else you want.
I want you to find this hacker and let me strangle them to death!
Jeez.
Yeah, maybe change the password from admin 123. She doesn't even have numbers. She's just like default router password Noriko. Literally just like admin as the username and password.
I'm no computer genius. Take it to the police.
Yeah, take it to the police. Yes, Kojiro, I am going to take this to the police.
You've got to be kidding me.
Of course.
So what am I supposed to do?
Find someone else. Besides, you still owe me.
Excuse me? What exactly do I owe you?
My share of the corpses. Remember our deal? It's take with you. We're supposed to share.
Oh, come on. What do you need me for? You're capable of getting the cadavers yourself now that you know how.
Make Tomoe the webmaster. You know what? It would not surprise me if she's got this shit unlocked.
Just ask Tomoe to drive for you.
Can I store them at the factory?
Store them? For how long?
Don't know. Weeks?
They'll rot.
That's why I won't take them home.
It'll stink up the whole place.
We had a deal.
Fine. Store them at the factory. I don't care.
That's gonna be a real fun place to go.
What do you want them for, anyway?
Tut. Not allowed to ask. Good luck with your hacker. Gotta go.
Right. Thanks for nothing.
Yeah, like
Get
a
in the
forum. Some burning boards shit.
Sure, whatever.
I'm not in the mood for Tomoe right now. I just want to get back to work and the day over with and go
Come
home.
on, cheer the fuck up. There's gotta be someone who can find that hacker.
Well, I don't know anyone.
Like we had such a good start too. Who knew that like once you exposed your website to more than like 10 people, suddenly everybody would find out that you were the big brain genius that put your admin panel at /admin.
Yeah, me neither. How many requests did you say there were?
70 when I looked this morning.
70? Jeez. How am I gonna deliver that many, you know what?
Pizzas! Tomoe, that's what we are delivering. Pizzas!
Keep your voice down.
I said, you know what? I didn't say nothing incriminating.
I don't know, okay? Is that what you want to hear?
I love pizza as well. How's it going, Dr. Doobie? shout out for you as well. Oh, hey, that's a good highlight. How's it going, Doobaloob? Hope you're doing well this evening.
No need to snap at me.
Just shut up for a minute, will you? I can't think when you're around.
Wow, sorry. Fucking skank.
Yeah, I deserve that one. Your pre-VTuber highlights. Tomboy's words hang in the air after she's long gone. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that her usage of the word skank wasn't affectionate like usual. I curse under my breath and return to my desk. I feel like I'm drowning under the stress at the moment. Everything is piling up on me, forcing me down, pushing my head underwater, and taking away my will to even fight back. 70-odd requests to work through, a hacker with access to my website. Even if I've managed to block them temporarily, I'm sure they'll return. And then there's the copycat responsible for my sister's death. It's all becoming too much. I don't feel like I'm in control anymore. I don't feel stoic. I don't feel like a stoic, unflinching Noriko. I don't even feel like Corpse Girl. Poor, defiled Corpse Girl with hackers prodding her and copycats mocking her. Get Norton, there you go. That'll solve it all. If I don't feel like Noriko and I don't feel like Corpse Girl, then just who the fuck am I?
Thank you for meeting me after work. I hope you don't mind eating at this restaurant.
Of course.
Hi! Look at her! She's here! She's here! Beautiful, adorable Cinnamon Roll is here with us. How this story about murder and intrigue is actually about the logistics of making do on a client's request. There's something weirdly capitalist about it. Almost like they need a corpse assembly line, a corpse factory, if you will. Again, how adorable she is. Don't you just love her? You just grab her and eat her up.
It's nice to see you. I feel like we only ever talk on the phone these days.
She really is.
Yeah. Is something troubling you?
Hey, she's voiced. She's voiced by Brianna Knickenbocker, who voiced Donna in Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Donna. By the way, I'm not really sure why I asked Aoi to meet me. Part of me wants someone to talk to. I want to vent and unleash my frustrations. Yes, I said Donna. And Noriko is voiced by Erica Harlocker, who I'm sure you know from many things. Yuna and Trails of Cold Steel. That would be an immediate reference. Yeah, exactly! Donna. But another deeper, darker part of me just wants to throw everything away and hold her in my arms and let her tell me that everything will be okay.
Oh, you've got a weird look on your face.
I'm not looking at you weird, it's fine.
Sorry.
You can talk to me.
I'm kind of swamped at the moment. Do you ever get that feeling that you're drowning underneath the weight of everything? That no matter what you do, you'll never escape your situation?
Every day!
What am I saying? Of course you get it. You've been through so much shit.
Noriko, we've both been through a lot. School wasn't easy for either of us. I know you better than anyone. I know everything about you.
That's
Everything. Do you know about my murder website? Bet you don't know about that. Bet you didn't know about my murder website. Comforts me when I remember just how close Aoi and I used to be, but times have changed. I've changed. I might as well be a completely different person these days. There are things about me that Aoi doesn't know, things that make up who I am, who Corpse Girl is.
I guess I'm just overwhelmed. Maybe I need a vacation.
That's kind of what I'm betting on. I think that's going to kind of be the reveal here. Like, she's just going to kind of be like, look, I'm going to tell you I'm Corpse Girl, and then she's going to be like, hey, guess what? I'm your biggest fucking fan.
A vacation, huh? That does sound nice.
Vacation with Aoi, let's go!
Okay. Dream vacation destination. Go.
Huh?
Come on. We used to play this all the time. Don't think about it. Just tell me about your ideal getaway.
Somewhere sunny?
That's not what I would have expected from Noriko at all.
Don't laugh at me.
I just can't imagine you.
Okay,
in the
there you
sun.
go.
Seriously.
Oh god, what if this ends up with her being like, Noriko, I've got a terrible secret I need to confess to you. Do you know who Corpse Girl? Guess what?
You said dream vacation, so yeah. In my dreams, I'd like to go somewhere sunny. Maybe Hawaii or Australia. Could you imagine me with a tan?
You should go. Go to Hawaii or Australia or wherever. Do something.
Aoi, come on. You know it's not that simple.
But why not?
Really? How can you, of all people, ask me that?
What's that supposed to mean?
You can't even leave your apartment without checking that the light is off or that the faucet isn't running. You need to check like 10 or 20 times.
Okay, so listen, Noriko, you are not one to be throwing stones here when it comes to, behaviors, okay?
I'm aware. At least I can go out.
Boom.
Hey, I'm out right now, aren't I?
Are you?
Excuse me?
He'd apply sunscreen to the corpses!
Does a safe little place like this even count? How is this any different than your tiny apartment?
I sense that you are being a little more angry than we should be in a conversation like this, ma'am.
It's completely different. I'm surrounded by people, and
It's the same. You don't go anywhere new. You're too terrified to step outside of your comfort zone.
oh, come on. You can't talk. You couldn't even start working at the office with me because you were too anxious to leave your apartment.
That's a low blow. Noriko, I'm gonna say that may have been a little uncalled for.
That's not fair. If I'm not certain about everything, then it's too hard to... Why are we fighting?
Yeah, exactly! Why are we fighting? What's going on here?
We both know what we're battling with, so... Why?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
We sit in uncomfortable silence for a while. Every now and then, Aoi shuffles in her seat and checks her phone. I said some nasty things to her. Sometimes I talk before I can even think twice about what I'm saying.
Aoi? Tell me about your dream vacation.
Mine? I'd actually like to go somewhere colder. I like the cold. I like to wrap up in blankets and sip hot cocoa.
You know, there's this place we can go that's really cold, kind of quiet. There's a concrete floor. It's very cold. I may have laid on it once or twice while a little incapacitated. But it's cold.
Maybe a winter getaway to Switzerland or Norway.
That doesn't sound half bad. There's something nice about snuggling up in the cold.
Right? I'm glad you agree.
You think we'll ever get away?
I am certain we will.
Maybe we could go somewhere together.
Maybe. By the way, I wanted to tell you that I'll be leaving the main
Yo,
campus.
nice! Yo, our girl's making positive moves for herself. I could not be happier. Look at this. Look at this. There is a happy story to be found in Corpse Factory, everybody. Weekend at Bernard's Part 2, Winter Vacation.
Really? That's great! What does your manager think?
She pauses before answering. I'm not sure if she's thinking or trying to build suspense or...
I think he's had a change of heart. He said I can do what I want.
That's fantastic, Aoi.
It's a relief, that's for sure. My last shift is tomorrow. After that, I'll finally be able to escape that one guy.
Aoi hangs her head. She doesn't have to say anything more. I know that she's talking about her stalker, the disgusting guy that makes advances on her at work. I'm sad that it had to come to Aoi quitting her job in order to escape him, but a solution is a solution.
What will you do for work?
I'm sure something will come up. I have a bit of money tucked away, so I'm not too worried. And my boyfriend has a good job, so he can probably help out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! I don't know that this is gonna set well. I've got a bad feeling about this. Uh-oh!
Your boyfriend?
Don't play the Tool music! 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 I'm slightly shocked that Aoi dropped the nugget of information so casually. Since when has she been seeing somebody? She's never spoken of a boyfriend before. A sharp knife carved from jealousy pricks my heart, and I have to look away from her in order to hide the tears welling in my eyes.
We've been together for a little while. His name is Junpei. He's great. Actually, he's going to pick me up in a little bit.
Oh, good! I gotta go. Oh man, look at the time. Look at the time. Oh boy, gotta go. I'll talk to you later. You have a good one. You and Moon Pie. You and Moon Pie have a good one. Bye. What's his name, address? Give me a photo. Junpei. I hate him already. I hate the sound of his name, and I hate the stupid looking face that my imagination cooks up. Has he kissed Aoi? Has he touched her? Has he slept with my Aoi? Oh dear. I'll kill him. I'll fucking murder him in his sleep.
So happy for you.
Oh no. Oh no.
Thank you.
Aoi's phone vibrates against the table. She glances at the screen and lets out a tiny squeal.
Oh, he's here now. I'll introduce you.
Oh good. Oh good.
Thanks.
Oh, I cut myself off and ignore Aoi's quizzical stare. Aoi stands up and looks toward the door. She claps her hands in excitement and waves at a broad, bumbling man staggering toward our table.
Hey, babe.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Hi! I'm not going to kill you, sir. I mean, my name's Noriko. My name's Nora Kill You. Noriko. Sorry. Junpei. Look at this guy. Look at his lecherous eyes, his drooling mouth, his disheveled clothes. Aoi is dating this fucker? She could have had anyone she wanted. She could have had me. She could have had my gorgeous body. I would give myself to her anytime she wants. She picked Junpei over me?
Fred?
Yes. Junpei, this is Noriko.
Sup?
Sup?
Hi.
Aoi talks about you a lot.
Does she know?
She does?
Probably.
We're going to go catch a movie. Would you like to join us, Noriko?
Absolutely not.
Nah, babe. Remember, you said we were gonna...
Oh, they fucking. These two are fucking. Oh, boy. Yeah, I wonder what his anime thingy is. I wonder... Now I've got to look it up afterward. Because this publisher put out a game previously called How to Date a Magical Girl. I believe that's what it's called. I'm wondering if that's a reference to it. They also did a couple of RPG Maker games about learning Japanese that I don't remember the name of. Like learn kanji to survive, learn katakana to survive, learn hiragana. I think those are the names, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But now I'm wondering if that little anime Charmy's God is a reference to one of those games. They're doing it and it's Kenworth.
Junpei? It's fine. I've got stuff to do.
And you apparently do as well.
Maybe next time.
Maybe.
Well, see you.
Lates.
Bye.
Aoi grabs Junpei's arm and the two lumber away. Oh boy. I give up. I clearly can't compete with what Junpei has to offer her. I'm over her anyway. I had my chance in senior high school and I blew it. I've moved on. That was my conviction, right? I want her so badly, but I'll just keep moving forward. I'll find someone else. Someone else will fill the void until I can have her. Oh, that's real healthy behavior. I'm over her. I'm over all this. Junpei isn't even worth killing. I don't have the time to waste on him anyway. I have something like 70 requests to work on. I don't have time to be relaxing here. I gotta go home and work on fulfill Corpse Girl's ambitions. If I do that, maybe I can get over Aoi. And if Corpse Girl becomes famous enough, maybe Aoi will respect me and love me, and we can be together. And we can go to Hawaii or Australia and Switzerland or Norway and drink hot cocoa in the sun and snuggle up together and stay cold. And we can get over our fears and anxieties together, and we'll always be happy. Even if Junpei dies, and Aoi wouldn't even care about it. And she could just kiss me on the beach, and we'd be so happy together. Everything would be so much better if Corpse Girl could get her shit together and just pull herself up from my mind and not drown in the endless thoughts of what ifs, who's, and why that circulate like draining water within my brain. Everything would be so much better if Aoi just loved me like I love her. But for now, I'm over her. I have work to do. Healthy. This is all very healthy. Each corpse blurs into the next. They all look the same to me. Each cause of death is just an insignificant fact, just a bullet point, a tiny detail to be incorporated into a photo. I've lost track of how many photos I've created tonight. 20? 30? But the requests keep coming in. I thought there were 70, but there are so many more now. 200? 300? I can't waste time counting them. This one is going to die from a baseball bat to the face. This one is going to drown. This cute guy is going to sever his own head. And this pretty girl will electrocute herself. They're all going to leave beautiful corpses and beautiful photos. We'll have fun collecting corpses that look like these victims. Me and Tomoe and Kojiro will apply makeup to each corpse, and we'll dress them up, and we'll zip them up in cute little body bags and with a nice little ribbon on top and deliver them to our victims. And each one will die in turn and leave behind a beautiful corpse. Yo, how's it going, Miz? Things are going well for Corpse Girl. She's having herself a good time, if you can't tell. She's making some murder happen, apparently. Yeah, girl's just having a rough day. She just found out that the girl she likes, has a boyfriend. And, I don't know that she's taking it very well. Already being maybe a little on the unstable side, let's say. Maybe that's a little unfair for me to say. But maybe not being the most sane person in the room right now. I think she's decided to kind of throw herself into her work, which is delivering corpses to people so that they'll freak out and kill themselves. And I think she's about to reach peak ambition, maybe. Beautiful just like me, so slim and skeletal and perfect, so real. Each corpse will look just a little bit like me, gorgeous. Kojiro called me gorgeous once. Aoi has never called me gorgeous. I don't have enough burner phones to send out all these photos. I'll have to use each phone multiple times. Maybe I can send 10 photos from each phone before I dump it. That's a good idea. It'll reduce the amount of work. We also have enough room in the van to collect as many corpses from the morgue. We also won't have enough room in the van to collect as many corpses for the morgue. We'll have to make a few trips back and forth from the morgue to the factory to the morgue. I wonder how many bodies we can fit in at once. 5, 10, 15? If we stack them all on top of each other? I wonder if I could squeeze in between them instead of sitting in the passenger seat. I'm pretty small. I'm pretty skinny. I could probably zip myself up in a body bag and hide amongst the cadavers and pop out and scare Kojiro when he opens the van to unload them. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Efficient body stacking, the game. That's gonna be a mini game as we move on. You'll have to play that every night now. Boo! Haha, got you, Kojiro. I bet you didn't know I was in here with the corpses. But I look just like them, don't I? Can you unzip a body bag from the inside? I'll have to try it out. I can imagine Kojiro's shocked expression when I pop out, like a naked singer bursting out of a birthday cake. Maybe I could strip down before I get into the body bag. I bet he'd like that. I bet he'd like to see me slide out of the body bag completely bare with my pale skin and my bony arms and my scrawny legs. His eyes would pop out of his skull when he looks at my prominent rib cage and my hips and my tiny flat breasts. He'd probably think about it every night before he goes to sleep and fantasize about me in my perfect body, and he'd dream about cuddling up with me in the body bag and hiding between the cadavers in the van. Things are, oh God, holy shit, dude. Noriko, I'm gonna need you to get back on the medications, my dear. Holy shit. Wait, did we do it? Did we do it? Wait, no, we did not. Did she? Holy Jesus. Oh my God.
Got you!
Fuck. What the fuck, Noriko?
I pulled the top of the body bag down around me and let my chest breathe in the morning sunlight.
Ooh, boo!
Oh, dear God. My naked skin tingles in the fresh air. I don't think I've ever exposed this much of my skin to the sun. I giggle and watch Kojiro step back.
Got you! You didn't know I was in here!
I wrestle my arms free and make an L shape with my hand. I press it against my forehead.
Kojiro's a loser! Kojiro didn't know I was in here! Na.
Was wondering why you wouldn't answer your phone. You're naked.
Boo! Climb in here with me!
You okay?
Climb in!
I unzip the body bag further and make room for Kojiro, but he doesn't advance. He simply stands outside the van, staring at me in disbelief. He pulls his phone out of his pocket and presses it to his ear.
Yeah, found her. Back of the van. Yeah, in an HRP.
Oh God, this is actually happening! I thought this was like, oh, this is like, she's just fantasizing. I think this is actually happening. No, I am not okay.
Okay.
Kojiro hangs up the phone and puts his hands on his hips.
Clothes in here too?
Dunno, but I'm very cold. Come warm me up.
You're lucky we didn't leave the factory yet. These deliveries can wait. Go inside, get dressed.
Can't leave the body bag. I'm naked.
Shit.
Kojiro returns his phone to his face.
Bring her some clothes. Mad.
Kojiro approaches the van. He ducks his head under the roof and stares into my eyes.
Tomoe is coming outside. She has clothes.
Not gonna wear them. I'm a corpse now. I'm corpse girl.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Hey, that's like the... Yeah, that's probably the appropriate reaction to this whole situation right now, I think.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah, Tomoe, believe me, I'm with you here. We got a code Night of Passion situation here.
Noriko, put these on.
Tomoe appears from nowhere and thrusts her hand out. In her fist is a shirt and a pair of tracksuit pants, but they don't belong to me.
This is all I have with me. Take them.
I reach out and grab the clothes, but then I push Tomoe's hand aside at the last second and send the garments flying out of the van.
Little bitch.
Look at me. I'm a corpse. I'm corpse girl. Get inside the body bag with me, Tomoe. I want to snuggle.
This is I know that we talked about a Night of Passion with Tomoe earlier in the story, but I don't know that this is the appropriate situation for that. Thank you. I love my avatar. It's so fun. I'm a plushie. Do you like it? You're like, here. I don't know if you've never seen me before. I'll show you the whole thing. How you like it? You like it? Hey. Hi. How's it going, Miz? Hope you're doing well. Thank you. This was done by my good pal, Moogie. She made me. It's based on an actual plushie that exists. There is a plushie of me that actually exists. I've posted pictures of it before. But my friend Rhett had a plushie made. There are actually 2 Polly plushies in existence. My friend Poncho Smith had one made, and then Rhett had one made afterward, and that's what this design is based on. Yeah, so yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, but thank you for the compliments. I'm glad that you like it. I've been using it since September 26th of last year, and it's just it's been a real fun way to actually get back into streaming and kind of reignited sort of my excitement for it. And it's led me to meeting a lot of really cool friends like Flatcap. Love you, Flatcap.
Ain't no way in hell that's gonna happen. You finally cracked.
Yeah, finally.
I think this is serious.
No way. You think? She's lost her mind. We gotta take her home.
Yeah. Noriko, get out of the van. Sit in the passenger seat.
No! Noriko, please. We're worried about you. We're gonna take you home.
I don't have a home. I'm a corpse, remember? Take me to the morgue!
I performed my best corpse impression by sticking my tongue out of my mouth and rolling my eyes back. When nobody laughs, I decided to laugh for them.
Right. Enough.
Kojiro climbs in the van and grabs my wrists.
Let me go!
He forces my arms into the body bag and then he pinned to my sides. I can't fight him off. He's far stronger than I'll ever be. He pulls the zipper on the body bag until it completely envelops me, then he pushes me backwards so that I fall against a stack of cadavers. The van's door slams shut as soon as he climbs out. It's dark. I hear shuffling around the outside and then the revving of the engine.
We're going to the morgue! We're going to the morgue!
I need to rewatch the YouTube posting of this. I feel like I fell asleep and woke up 2 hours later in the movie. I sing as loud as I can, but I don't think they can hear me.
Morgue! Going to the morgue!
I laugh until I can't breathe, and then I decide to suffocate for a little bit. Oh, wow. Our girl's having some problems. Jeez. Hey, we finished Act 1, everybody! I just got an achievement. We finished Act 1! Oh, shit, what? Oh, I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna be mean, and I'm gonna stop there for the night! Ha ha! Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stop there for the night. And I guess when we come back, we're gonna be playing as Kojiro? Yeah, like this is definitely like kind of something, you can hear that in his voice. So yeah, I guess that's where we're gonna be. Has the title screen changed? Nah, it's just hey, here's everybody. All right. Well then, oh my God. This was a lot. Holy shit. Well, I guess tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight, we will find out what the fuck just happened and what are those implications? Like, what has happened to Noriko? Like, is she in any condition at all to, like, be Corpse Girl, or is it just Tomoe and Kojiro now just doing it? You went a bit further? Yeah, that felt like a good stopping place to me. Tomorrow? Is that enough time? Yeah, that's enough time. Surely. This tomorrow is Friday. We could probably go a little later if people want to as well. We'll wing it. Like, I don't mind going a little later tomorrow if people want to. Yeah. With that out of the way, we are going to see who be streaming. And then we're gonna get on out of here because we're gonna send this raid off. Who are we raiderizing tonight? Tonight. Well, it is a slow night on twitch.tv. But it looks like hey, we got Dot Level over here trying out Legend of Mana. I think Legend of Mana is a fun little game, so why don't I send y'all on over to Dot Level? Everybody say hi to her, and enjoy some Legend of Mana, and we will catch you here tomorrow evening for whatever the hell else is happening here, because man, oh man, has this story swerved in ways I was not expecting. Take it easy, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.